Good morning, everybody. Wow. What a freaking event. I can't even. It was a Schiff Show, and that's what I'm going to keep calling it because that's exactly what it was. I feel very, very bad for overtaking a very somber event. The Armenian genocide is something that everyone has tried to sweep under the rug, pretend didn't exist, and the original resolution that recognized the Armenian genocide and started working towards building new relationships, solving the starting the healing from 100 years ago. That original resolution, yes, introduced by Adam Schiff, was introduced in 2007. By my calculation, the Democrats had full control by 2008. So this bill was never even presented or never tried to pass when the Democrats had a majority in the House and the Senate, like they did with Obamacare. But far be it, 13 years later, finally it passes with an overwhelmingly Republican majority. It was 407 people signed on and supported this bill to recognize the Armenian genocide, and that is a huge recognition. It's unfortunate that Adam Schiff has to take all the credit. He's like, look at me, it was my bill, it was mine, me. And that's pretty much what the event was all about. And we weren't having any of it. We really weren't. He tried to say it was all him, and then Congresswoman Chu, I have nothing to say about her. I've never seen her. She's not working to impeach my president like Adam Schiff is, which is why I sat there quietly while she was over there being introduced, getting awards and whatnot. But as soon as Adam Schiff goes up there, I had trouble keeping my tongue silent. But I did for the most part. And then towards the end, when I was finally over it, after the outburst, yes, I was boo Adam Schiff, because I have every right. If people have the right to clap and support him, I have a right to go boo and say no. Because, they do it to my president, so, we turnabout's fair play. Well, apparently it's not, because now they got all mad and they're telling me, shh, you need to respect, And the reality is I do respect, and I've sat there quietly and I respect it, and finally towards the end, I want to express myself, and you need to respect my voice. Therein lies the problem. Even as I'm trying to leave, this woman was over there going, you need to be quiet, you need to respect people, and I looked at her and I'm like, shh, you're being loud, lady, like, calm down. And she's, more man, you need to understand. And, shh, are you just seeing this? This lady's crazy, people. So it wasn't as calm, and it wasn't as disruptive as you think. Tensions were high on both sides, and while it probably wasn't the exact forum, it was the only forum that Adam Schiff was going to give patriots an opportunity to see him face to face. So, Captain Save a Ho, saved a Trump flag because, stealing is wrong, and I've had that happen before. That's not cool, and it sucked when there was no one there to defend me and when my flag and hat were stolen. So I had to be there when someone else's flag with hat was stolen. And if you guys haven't seen the video, check it out on my YouTube. That was pretty cool. So, and it's neat. It's been all over the news cycle. Everyone's talking about it. KTLA was there, and I was there. I was up there on those stairs telling people, like, remember, Ed Buck donates to Adam Schiff. And while on the surface it seems like, oh yeah, who is Ed Buck? What does he do? Giving money to Adam Schiff? What the heck? But what people don't remember is that Ed Buck has drugged 3 black men in his home and killed them in some sort of drug-induced sex party, and they end up dead in his apartment. But this man, who is a huge donor to the Democratic Party, he completely gets away with it because, well, he donates to the Democratic Party, and Adam Schiff has received money from him. So when you draw that parallel, as a gay man, I'm going to tell you right now, Adam Schiff does not represent anything about me, because he's taking money from men who are killing young black men. That's not okay. I can't in any way, shape, or form support that. But the media and everyone will sweep it under the rug and be like, Adam, you did such a great job for the Armenians. It wasn't him. It was Ted Cruz. It was all the Republicans who also voted. It wasn't just Adam. And then even at the end of the whole thing, when they had their video, everybody was talking about, Adam Schiff and all his little commentary, and then Congresswoman Chu and all her commentary. And then, of course, they have to flash a Republican of some sort. So they did. They flashed Ted Cruz on the screen, and Ted Cruz was talking about the Armenian genocide and how this is a landmark bill. This is how it's a good thing. And I'm in there in that audience going, yeah, Ted Cruz, woo, And you should have seen some of those stares. They were looking at me like, one guy, one big guy, and I'm sure you've seen him in the videos. Really, really big, overset guy with a beard and gray beard and a blue shirt, I think it was. He gave me a look, and I looked at him like, what? Tell me no. Tell me no. Tell me I can't clap for my senator. So, but anyways, yeah, it was a Schiff show, and I'm hoping that they don't cancel the Democratic debates, because that's having an issue right now, because the labor union who represents the food workers at the school is having a dispute with the company who contracts them, and that company goes through, obviously, the school to get that. They negotiate the contract, and they say, okay, well, then here, you go to this school. So apparently there's a big labor dispute, and the school in question happens to be the school who is going to be hosting the Democratic debates on Thursday. So we're not sure if that's going to happen, if they're going to come in or not, because all the Democratic candidates have said, I will not cross a picket line. Girl, apparently we're not important. America's not important enough to cross a picket line for. Who'd have thought? Girl, if I gotta buy groceries, I'll cross a picket line. Girl, again, and that kind of, like, I guess I'll end on this. My personal opinion, unions have outlived their usefulness. My father was part of a union. My brother is not part of the union. The two of them still get the same benefits. My brother has the option to choose which plan he wants. My father doesn't. Well, he does, but his is argued by the union. They both end up about the same. What's nice is our president, Donald J. Trump, passed a law that says if my brother doesn't want to join the union, he doesn't have to. And before that law was passed, if he didn't want to join the union, he didn't have to join the union, but he would still have to pay union dues and still be a non-active member of the union, which is completely pointless. So since we all know that unions waste money on candidates and things that they think is going to be best for themselves and not really for the employees, my brother opted to not be part of the union, and he was getting some pressure from both the union and the other employees. And when Donald Trump passed that law, all that pressure stopped. So once again, Donald Trump helping the little man, and Adam Schiff trying to impeach my president.